Hello everyone, I hope you're good guys. Today we're gonna talk about techno drum pattern, like how to write to your techno drum, kind of basic techno pattern we're gonna see, but we're gonna see as well how to make it a little bit more complex and how to add variation to make it less boring along the track. So yes, let's get started. So first, obviously you need to have your drums ready, so you need a kick. So here I took one of my kick from my sample pack, adds a bit of reverb, EQing, and saturation. And then close hi-hat, open hi-hat. This is shaker. It's basically an open hi-hat that I kind of transform as a shaker with putting a little bit of attack. Then kind of clap, snare, ride, rim, tom low. That's basic drum sound. I could have had like tom mid, tom high, and crash as well. But usually, I mean, you can use it, but most of the time people don't really use it. I mean, it really depends, but to keep it simple, I didn't use them. So when you got that, let's have a look here. And yeah, so that's basic techno pattern with a kick 4 to floor. And for the hats, so usually I write my hat like this. Close hi-hat, you put it like 16 close hi-hat. And then there is different way. You can either like having something with the same velocity, or you can do like I've done on this one, was like the one offbeat, make it a little bit louder by adjusting the velocity a little bit more up. See, you start to get this nice groove, but you can as well do something. I'm just gonna remove this and this here. You can take this one and do something like a bit like more crescendo. The mean one offbeat still get up, this one like around half of the velocity, and this one like at beginning, all right, low velocity. And like this you get a more like driving kind of groove. So that's usually, if I know that I'm gonna add a shaker later, I'm not doing that because I usually do this pattern for the shaker because it's work better, and I keep like like this, the close hi-hat, like with just the one offbeat a bit louder. Then after open hi-hat, offbeat, that's what works well. You will see later we can add some variation to make it more interesting, but as basic pattern is offbeat and then one clap every 2 kicks. And yeah, that's how you really get like basic pattern. I always recommend to start with that, and then after you can start to add some stuff and add some variation. But we'll see for the variation, we'll see that later. So then I had here a shaker. So that's what I explained to you about the velocity. You can see here it's going up and down, and it's really giving this nice kind of effect. Oh, I don't know why I have the kick here. That's for later. And yeah, I add the snare as well. So that's already up to you how you can add. If you have push, it's really good. You can really sequence your drum how you want. So basically it's just the end of the bar here and just after the kick. Adding a little bit the groove, and then I add some rim shots and and some tom. So tom is playing exactly as the same as the snare. You're gonna see it's just a bit right after the kick to and I put the rim shot here because you can see here in this area there is no radios of them playing, so it's kind of responding to each other, the sound. But yeah, if you want very basic techno pattern, is this one. It's like really. And then you can add some ride. So the pattern for the ride is you can have different kind of pattern. So usually more or less like the open hi-hat, one offbeat full, and another one on the kick, which is just a little bit. And yeah, you can get this like kind of driving rhythm. Or other thing you can do is on the opposite put the strong one on the kick. And let me show you. This is very nice as well after to add. For example, when you are like this, you can add your clap on the same time on the right, and you get something like similar to this rhythm. See, the ride here is as well on the same time on the kick. That's more like a 909 classic rhythm. Like this make me think about the track Slam Vapor, which is like this kind of 909 rhythm. So yeah, everything is hitting in the same time on the kick, you just have the open hi-hat offbeat. And yeah, the clap playing a bit once every 2 offbeats to add a bit of rhythm. So now you got your pattern. I'm gonna show you what kind of variation you can add to make it more interesting. So first, I've separated them to make you more easier to understand. So kick variation. So for example, I had the kick here and see you've got this double kick coming, but you can try different kind of, or like maybe just before. No, that's not working, but maybe if you do like this and like this. Yeah, just experiment, and can be good to add every 16 bar. Alright, then add variation. Yeah, so that's kind of variation that you're gonna add at the end of your bar to help the transition as well. Let me remove the snare. You've got the ticka at the end of the bar. Same with the hat or with the clap. Here I had like claps. And then after up you had another element and so on. Then let's see what kind of variation you can add for your open hat. So same, you can add some extra open hi-hat here and there. To like, yeah, just to don't have something too much basic, and you can maybe less. So that's why I like to start simple, and then you can just add here and there, try things, and yeah, just remove if you don't like or not. Another kind of variation you can do is with your close hi-hat. So if I go here, and I'm just going to only show envelope up. So that's the GK. Oh, that's the GK of my close hi-hat. That works as well with open hi-hat, but so you can add this like you can after duplicate and maybe this one make it a little bit different. And then yes, you know, this your basic 16 close hi-hat gets more interesting. Then clip variation, so that's interesting as well. I need to show you what I've done. That's common as well, a lot of people are using. So basically my clap here, it's made of 2 clap, as you can see here. And so basically, for example, the first part of your introduction, you can just play 1 clap and then add the second. That's things who a lot of people are doing as well. Like for example, yeah, for the first 30 seconds, you're gonna play just like this. And then after the other 30 seconds, you're gonna add the second. And it's really nice to introduce things, and it's even adding more power, you know, it's, how I can say, like more dynamic, if I can say so. And you can do that as well with the GK. If you have just one single clap, you can, like, for example, the first half make you clap a bit shorter than what it's supposed to be, and then after second part making full and a bit more noisy maybe. And you can do as well pitching a little bit. Sometimes people do like even one clap is gonna be short, what the second clap long, or like pitch slightly, you know, like one clap normal, sorry, it's here. One clap normal, second clap a little bit pitch, one clap normal, second little bit pitch. And it's adding variation and like kind of tricking your ears and making you feel like it's never the same clap playing. Second things, right pitch. Yeah, so that's something used as well. People like pitching the ride on some part of their track, so sounding like this. Well, here is a very short period, but you can you have to obviously make it longer on the track. But because I don't want the tutorial to stand for too long, I make it short. But yeah, can be interesting as well to add variation, or even like if you need to, for example, cut the ride from your track, can be an interesting way, like as a fade out, if I can say so. You're gonna see what I'm saying. Drop. Actually, it's from here. And then imagine, like, yeah, you kick. It's better if I. You see, it's helping with the transition as well. All right, then. So that's all kind of variation. Obviously, like all this variation can be applied to each different sound. You know, for example, what I have applied for the open hi-hat can be applied for the clap, and the GK as well can be applied for the ride. The pitch as well for your open hi-hat. Just experiment and yeah, just give you some idea that you can put here and there. And then the other one, yeah, it's like you have this fantastic tool in Ableton, which is the pull groove, and you can add some groove to your drum loop. So because here is pretty rigid, I mean, like the velocity is not bad, but you see everything is playing exactly on the grid, and the pull can help you to automatically like a little bit like delay or move before or move after your drum percussion, and like this is more like a natural way that your drum will be playing. So let's just show you. You see I apply the first one there, and you can see here the snare is a little bit after the tom as well. You have the shaker, you see here is not on the grid. Alright, this was before and after the groove pull. And yeah. yeah, you can just experiment. This one as well is working well. Just put velocity down, because it can, like, the first time I've done it is like literally put down the velocity of my kick, and especially like now all the velocity is like applied. Or you can put just like a little actually. And yeah, just commit. It's adding a little bit of a groove. And you see, like, for example, here your kick is gonna just play a little bit lower than this one, and it's kind of helping recreating like the the behavior or the classic drum machine. So yeah, and yeah, this one I already show you, like it's classic 909. Another classic way. So yeah, I hope you like it, guys. If you like the sample, this one are from my sample pack, Modern Techno, and this one is from, I made a short sample pack with, I made a 909 on sample pack like for myself 1 or 2 years ago, and now when I need 909 sample, I'm just picking it up, and I decide to share with you. So you can as well purchase the sample pack. It's just £5. You have always some loop inside, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Do not hesitate to like and share if you haven't done it, and yeah, subscribe as well. And thank you very much for watching, guys. See you. Bye bye.